Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of Legion TD on LIHL. Starting the recording a bit early so you guys can check out the new load screen for the newer versions. Obviously there's a dwarf race that's coming soon. ETA is like May-ish, we'll see how we go. But yeah, no, I like the load screen. I like the griffin in the top right. Took me forever to actually notice it though when I was looking at it. I don't know, there's a lot of like details I guess that blend into the background a bit. Yeah, kind of have to go looking and you'll find new things. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I like it. It's more interesting than the old one for sure. I forgot this was a JP lobby, so I started the recording nice and early, but we might be here for 3 minutes. Oh well, say la vie. It is what it is, I suppose. I don't have a pointer, but look at the little guy above the Dreadlord on the left. The really green eyes. Don't know what that's meant to be. It's like another Dreadlord, or if he's like a little imp or something. It's almost like Balin's tomb kind of vibes, just from that stone slab in the middle. Doesn't look much like an anvil, looks like a bit of stone. Ah, there we go. Playing against a mucho tilted red rum from last game, which is always fun. If I get the opportunity to piss him off a little bit more, then I will take said opportunity. Alright, I'm gonna drop and roll this. The ads aren't good enough to justify keeping it.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Research complete.
Alright, and we'll play zombie. Actually, don't mind this zombie roll at all. Do I want the null?
Job's done.
Probably rather just keep the options open. So I've got really nice roll here. EA, Dark Mage Lod, and Wyvern. Got Slave with Mouth. Okay, planning to mix it somehow, I guess. And we've got Engineer Spider of some mix. Alright, anyway, my roll's pretty good. Butcher Captain with Annie 10. Annie 10 being these two. Not an amazing roll considering I'm on 50. It's pretty damn good free. But you know, we can make it work. We'll just be like 3 butchers for 10. Basically I can hold 7 and 10 this game. Then I can overbuild on 4 if that seems appropriate, which I suppose it probably will.
Enlighten me. Out with it.
We're pretty ripped to warrior here. It's nice of them to not take that option. Pretty slow there. So what's our slowest? It's me slash the slave, I guess. What's the slave's a bit slower than me. Probably at least one ship. Actually, maybe it's not. I'm not too sure actually.
More gold is required.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll see what they end up doing. Okay, mouth in front. Interesting. By interesting I mean I really don't like it. I would have just set up for the second Slave Master here, for sure. I don't know what the point of mixing these units is, to be honest. But maybe you know something I don't. Push a Wisp here for sure. I will grab L Captain. Go through, alright. Against that kill speed, there's not much point going for.
I am prepared. More gold is required. That's a given. Enlighten.
Question is, what am I going to do on level 4?
Done.
I could get a third zombie. I like genuinely think it's not that bad. It's third zombie or it's like solar villain already. But I'm gonna have 3 butchers for 10, right? So I actually think it's just a third zombie angle. The issue is if I don't build anything here, I'm fucking rip on 4. But we'll see how this goes. If we get 30 king leaks here, then like, I'm not so scared of 4. Because we're probably gonna see upgrades. I don't know, I'm actually really scared of 4. See, bounty wise, 70, 80 like tons, 70, 80, 80, 90. No, to attack, okay. I'm not going to tell you it can't be a force end, but it's way less likely, so. Considering how much I want to push here, I'm not sure what the answer is. Maybe it's just 4-1. I can decide that.
I am prepared.
Okay, they have regen as well.
Out.
Can be 5-1 then.
Research complete. Has begun. My progress. Job's done.
Cool, and I'll just set up for a mid on 7 with 5-1, I guess. Okay, so the mouth doesn't help him on 4 because he's 10 more value than the quote unquote safe slave master setup with slave only. I don't know, we'll see. I really hate Butcher on 5, but I'm just gonna do it. No one leaking here? Okay, that's really good. For us, at least. I'm still scared of 5, but there's kind of nothing I can do about it.
I am prepared. Enlighten me. Out with it. I am prepared. Upgrade complete. Thy bidding. Out with it. More gold is required. Out with it. I bid you. I am prepared.
Sorry about that. Anyway,
I bid you. Out with it. I am prepared.
just gonna, we got the immolation there, so I'm just gonna push 7-2, get the second butcher anyway.
I am prepared. I bid you.
So for me it's gonna be Blood Orc, Verb, Hermit, Dark Troll, probably.
Out with it. I am prepared. I bid you.
Oh, they send on 6. Okay. Well, I guess I could have covered this. I didn't really expect it, honestly, after we showed the immolation. This is really not too bad for me, though. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to do particularly well here, because I'm somewhat underbuilt. It's not the biggest send in fairness. Not the best focus either. But, we're going to show our immolation, and then I'm going to get a freehold on 7, right? Which is why I'm not pushing here, because now I can expect the freehold. So yeah, you know, I don't know if it was correct if I just stayed 5-1 to get the second butcher here in case of the 6th end when we didn't leak yet. I think if we leaked then it would have been correct, but I think like this, yeah, I think it's a hard read to say they go 6 with those rolls versus no scout. But yeah, okay. So like I could have done something about it, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad play to just push here. Considering my full hold on 7 wasn't particularly good, right? Yeah, this is one here which is fine. Well, fine. It is what it is, right? It's definitely not the end of the world. I guess we're gonna sack the heal on 7 if they send, which is fine. Do I use 80 wood for 1 parrot? I think 80 wood for 1 parrot is not worth it. I think the difference is not enough to justify it. How about we get one commander in there? I think it's nice to have a commander. Yeah, there's the Furb. That makes sense. It's specifically to make my life a bit worse, but... which is very mean of them. But it is what it is. I actually like where the Furb's around the back, because these creeps aren't going to be affected by the Furb aura, which means at least some of these ones up the top here are going to be one-shottable. I think it's just HP. There's always the heal here. Try and get as much HP as we can so the king heals at a decent amount. They have Stomp. Nice, really good to save the seal. Is that -1 or -2? I was watching our king. I feel like it was -1. And I think this is -2 that's gonna happen. Three incoming? Okay, cool. Well, that's obviously better. Seven regen? 7 regen's enough. We don't have that much HP. So I want to stay for 10. He's not that good. He's okay actually. He's not great. Anyway. I'm gonna stay for 10. Just gonna make sure everyone knows that. I think it's really obvious because I have a good roll for 10, but I just want to let everyone know so that there's no misconceptions about what I do. Really? Plan is KO 10, okay. Oh, I should be really good on 10. I get a Butcher, Solar Villain, and then Parrots. Hopefully we push here. Okay, cool. He wants to stay, which I think makes sense. Got a Hades, couple items, do decently. Got the Dark Mage already, which is obviously a nice little assistance there. I hope they Lake here. Lake here is really good for us if we're aiming for the KO. And I think we have a pretty good chance of not needing King on 10, so... I mean, what I'm gonna do is build to go mid, right? Just do my damnedest to go mid on 10. Privateer, Witch Dock, Smart Saber, Hydra, yeah, okay. I'm gonna need one farm upgrade, which is annoying but salivy. Trying to think, is there ever a world where I go full Butcher? And the answer is unequivocally no. Is there ever a world where I go Seer of Darkness? It feels better to go Seer of Darkness because it's less dead value than full Parrot, but we're going full 10. So, the best thing I can do is just go mid on 10, since we're taking a risk here, right? We don't have much King. If we don't kill them 10 and we need to king, then the game is potentially quite hard. If we don't kill them 10 but we don't need to king, then the game is totally fine. So I'll just build to go mid on 10, then I can push after even if I'm not the most relevant in the mid game. It's not like I was super greedy this game, you know. I leaked on the send levels so far. Which I don't think is like a strictly bad reflection of how I played the game or anything. It's, you know, it's to take into account in terms of how much onus is on me, right? Like if I take the feed, then I need to feel like I have some obligation. I didn't really take any feed this game, so I don't need to feel like too obligated to carry. I can just do whatever feels best. Nice to have a leak here for sure. Let's talk. Don't know if it existed beforehand, it exists now. Send a diner, then do a farm. So we're always doing that.
Upgrade complete. More lumber is required. 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 My bidding. My brothers has begun. One should be research complete. That's a given. Job done.
I guess I'm going second solo villain. I kinda hate it, but we can do it.
My sight is yours. Ready to work. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
Maybe I should have gone 7-4, but I'm not sure. I want to be mid here. And I think the parrot spam does a lot. Am I mid here? Yes, I am. Not a super impressive mid, but it is a mid nonetheless. That's what I wanted my build to do, that's what my build was able to do. We're like 6 bosses.
Research complete.
How long does this debuff last? Long enough for the king to get a hit in? No, unfortunate. Okay, Green is mid with Hydra Spider. I wonder if this is a 14. Game's pretty fat, is the only thing. I'm gonna go 7-5 here for sure.
Research complete.
Okay.
That's a given. I am prepared.
Time steal is pretty good, I guess.
I am prepared. Job's done.
We rerolled not much, only 14.
I bid. Research complete.
Game is pretty fat indeed.
Out with
one it was double big CJ. Looks like we get our arena win, which is obviously good. Yeah, it's too fat for 14. 100%. And double talk anyway. So who's actually good 15 on their current role? Only me, and I'm not that insane. I'm not certain I'm mid 15. I think I can, but yeah, there is currently no leak, but they can force leaks potentially. Or we'll just see. I mean, are they dead 16? I guess not, right, Tox? Do we want leaks to make it 15? Good roll there. They die 16. Maybe. Maybe not if no leaks though. I don't know. I'm gonna sit on my units for a couple of levels and we'll see. See what happens leak wise. Seems like no leak here, maybe? This guy, I'm assuming. Like a Night Saber versus a creep. Okay. I'll ditch that. See what the rolls look like. I don't mind going full alpha male. Only built the TS because it was optimal gold usage. Don't really want to spin my 100. Feels like an alpha male angle. I think alpha male's better than Zeus. Pretty sure it is. Anyway, we'll see what the other lakes do here. I don't want to use 100 wood to reroll my line. Viking, yeah. I think this was not forced though. Nice troll on orange, I knew that already.
Job's done. Job's done.
Just to go for any 16 is really not worth using 100.
Upgrade complete. Out with it. What you want me to do? Research complete. I am prepared. Enlighten me.
Okay. I guess they're trying to surprise them with like no leak 15 or something. I'm Not so sure about that, but we'll see. I'm 600 wood off my send with 7.5 and no legs. She's a bit marginal. Okay, they leak another level. Fuck, okay, I have 2 wasted alphas. Yeah, it's 15 then. Alright, I should have just built 1 of them then. Feels bad. Looks like they actively want the 15 then. Which, I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. Definitely should have just been 1 alpha male then. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. Right, we're gonna start the rest of the time stealers, like, over here then. Well, at the back and all on one side. I want the butchers to run forwards and tank, like, here. And then the creeps will start to wrap, like, if the butchers are here, the creeps will start to wrap, like, in this area. And then these 4 TS will run and they'll fight in, like, this area. And the sends will be in, like, this area and focused on the butchers, like, here. And the parrots, hopefully, too. Except not the Firelord on the parrots, please.
My bidding. I am prepared. Out with it.
Research complete.
2 Krakens, Firelord, Ferb. Okay. So that's 2550. Yeah, that should be doable. That is doable. There's 1940 wood from now. So it's 300 wood from now.
I pledge my loyalty.
TS and someone didn't see who. Didn't check, should have checked. No excuse to not check. Alright, 176.
Job's done.
What am I gonna do with that? 2 parrots and Admiral? Doesn't feel great. I think it might be a -2 parrot and Admiral.
I stand for the light.
Upgrade complete.
And just do my Ferb, rather than trying to greed for a Warlock.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
My bidding.
Did 2 Ferbs, I don't know if we had enough. 2 Krakens, 2 Krakens, 1 Kraken, that sucks, 2 Krakens. Okay, dealing with this behemoth pretty quickly, which is good. Fortunately, it's kind of ironic the late send ended up being maybe not completely ideal for me. Is this enough? I'm gonna kill some sends. I think I'm mid. Yeah, nice. I go mid. Alpha male's in mid, just a flex. Why am I pushing here? We don't need to die. Looks like both teams live.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
They've got 2 mid. Or is that just 1 mid? It's actually just 1 mid. Big mid though.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Come on, man. Fucking wake up. I really feel like we didn't die here. I don't know. Looks like we managed to. Damn, those light ups genuinely may have made a difference. Well, probably not, but I mean, it's just really dumb. Anyway, cheers very much for watching, guys. Bloody close, but unlucky in the end. I guess it was my mistake with those alphas, even though I was mid anyway. But yeah, cheers very much for watching. Appreciate it. Shut up, cat. I'll be there in a sec. Like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you in the next one.